So the second half of my Newborn Awakening series was to kind of create a short story for the Northwest Film Forum's local sighting. And the goal was to tell the story of Meditation with Morrison, where I have a conversation with Jim Morrison through, his old interviews, spliced up to kind of tell my story of love, death, travel, transforming into Newborn Awakening. And he would be my guide, and that way I can showcase this film to a larger audience, kind of let people know who I am, what I'm about, and hopefully find the right people to help see this vision through. So I quickly, got all that conversation going, recorded my lines, edited with his, and all I needed now was some footage. So I tried to get my old footage from my old hard drive and put it onto the new hard drive for the new program and whatnot, but it just wasn't really working. The time was kind of getting crunchy and the energy was off, so I said, all right, you know what, if I really want to put my time and energy into this, I'm going to kind of put this on hold for now and wait for the times right for the next film festival, or just when I have time to kind of focus on this to actually make something that I want to represent. So so now it's time to kind of switch gears, put it in reverse, and kind of go back to the original idea I had for the second half of the Newborn Awakening series. So years ago, when I attended the Seattle Film and Music Happy Hour, I was very fortunate to come across a creator, a person who's very hands-on in the Seattle film world. And so fast forward kind of years later, where I was ready to take Newborn Awakening to the next professional level to kind of get it revamped so it looks good and looks fresh and it's ready to go. So she kept popping in my head, and I figured, well, I might as well ask her to see if she knows anybody who is a script editor. And maybe that's the reason why she was popping in my head, is because she kind of represented that she is one, and she let me know what she offered. And I felt good about it, and I felt, all right, when the time's right, I would love to meet up with her and work with her and have her kind of take a look at my script and help me transform it to the next stages. So, we'll see. I created Newborn Awakening on Celtic. It's a fairly intuitive kind of script writing program. However, I have never had any kind of script writing training, which I don't know about formatting and the correct spacing, and I know when to add and when not to add things, So for me, paying someone to kind of look at something that I'm passionate about and really fine tuning it and kind of correcting my errors gives me an opportunity to kind of look at what I need to learn, what I need to kind of grow from. And as I take these corrections and rebuild upon them personally, then it gives me an opportunity to kind of learn that way, to kind of learn the correct way to kind of format this script. And I'm learning it because I'm passionate about the story, about what I'm doing, and I think that helps me grow as the creator as well. So I just need a teacher, a guide to kind of help make it, to what it is, send it back to me, and I can take those information and just kind of apply it to the next level, So when that time is right, when that test does come, I will be prepared. I'll be ready to take it to the next level, All right, so here I am. I'm about to take my first steps into making this thing happen. I'm gonna send her a quick email, let her know I'm ready for her service if she's still interested, and also let her know that a little bit about myself, a little bit about Newborn Awakening in the script, as well as the experimental series. Because I'm documenting my progression, I want to make sure she's okay with that, and if she is and not scared off about what I'm doing and trying to complete, then awesome. I look forward to doing this. So, but it all begins right here, so let's kind of see what happens here. Here we go, and all right, so here we go. Time to send this off and see where this takes us. All right, and action. All right, so it's sent. All right, so it has been sent, and we're gonna see what's gonna transpire next. All right, here we go. So one thing about the Door Symbology series that I took back with me is patience. And as proud as I am of the Door Symbology series, I was learning and growing and all over the map. So I feel like I rushed a lot of the situations that I was in. But since that has completed and the Love to Travel has morphed into Newborn Awakening and has grown since then, I feel as a creator I've done the same. And now that I want to take Newborn Awakening to the next stages, there's two things that I'm focused on, is finding the right people, the right place, the right time. And the second thing I actually don't want is to waste people's time. So now that I represent who I am and what I'm about and what I'm trying to accomplish, hopefully it'll weed out all the people that don't want to be part of it, but attract the right people who want to see this vision, see the light of day. And it starts with here. This starts with my first step. And as much as I want to work with her, there's a strong chance that she'll say no. And so for me, as the creator, as starting this new project and moving forward, I want to be one step ahead of the game. And part of being a step of the game is having an alternative plan if the answer is no. And to find a new solution at all times and constantly be in a state of that. So wait here patiently and we'll see what happens with the results. All right. Oh, thanks. All right, so it's happened. We got a hold of each other, and after a little bit of kind of several little bumps in the road, we finally made contact again, and now it's time to send off my script for review to kind of get it prepared for the next stages of development. And I'm excited because now it is July the 3rd, 2016, and it's the 45th anniversary of the passing of Jim Morrison, and so it's kind of symbolic to kind of do it on this day to kind of begin new stages of newborn awakening. So yeah, let's do this, and here we go. All right, so I have received all the notes and memos, the feedback regarding some newborn awakening. It's now I'm going to check it out. I would love to have met with that person one-on-one to get a better feel for what they feel, you know. But I'll take the next best thing and reading all the information, and I'll take all that greatness and apply it to the next stages of newborn awakening. And I'm grateful for this time, for this person to give their feeling, their emotions, this person who is deeply involved in the Seattle scene. So for me, I'm truly grateful that I, felt the energy to contact them, as well as them receiving the message and giving me the results. So thank you very much. And yeah, it's time to see what the verdict says, see what how this goes. All right, here we go. All right, I'm just gonna skim over this a little bit and kind of see what we got and see what to work with. Okay. I'm not going to charge you for the notes because I feel you need to do some higher level structure work on the script before you drill down into what can be useful for you. But I have some practice and general notes. Oh my God. Thank you so much. Oh my God. That rules. And she gave me her thoughts and feelings. I gotta study this stuff, man, and really fine tune. This letter right here, from what I'm gathering right now, it's just amazing. Like, she's just given me the feedback that I need to hear. And she's sent up questions and this, and my Lord, my God, this rules. Oh my God, I'm so grateful for this. This is, again, someone taking their time on me, believing in this, and making me think and making me question and redo and reevaluate what I need to do to get this thing top shape, you know what I mean? So yeah, this is fantastic, and I'm gonna start my thank you letter back, and to represent the, my gratitude for her services, her time, and giving me something to work off. And this is huge for me. So I'm gonna work on a letter right now and send that off to her, and then I'm gonna get this notes and take my time and take everything in, question everything, and help guide me to the next stages. So thank you so much. From me to you, appreciate what you've done for me. So thank you very much. And yeah, this is good. It's good. Good things are happening. All right, thanks a lot now. Cool. So the first time I met John Doe was in 2007 when I was working on my Doors and Policies series. At some point I kind of knew that he was going to be playing at the Triple Door. So there's like a little bit of a voice inside of me saying, go down there and give him the newly written, or the newly copyrighted Love, Death, Travel script treatment. And so I listened to that voice, I went down there, and I was directed to him, right to his table where he's having dinner. And I didn't want to interrupt him, so I just quickly told him who I am. I told him I loved him, Roadside Prophets, and he sat me down, and I told him then about my Doors concept script. And I told him all about the Tribune honoring and whatnot, and he really dug it. And so what he did was he said to me, he said, so you want me to give this to Ray? And I said, all my gratitude. Oh my God, if you could, I'd be so honored and appreciative if you did. Thank you so much. And I got up, I left him with a stone of my gratitude, and then I left just stoked that I had a great encounter like that. It felt really good. It was just like proud that I listened. I'm just excited that I listened to that voice, and I followed through, and I had a great experience. It was really cool. Okay, so several months go by, and then one day I get this phone call. Unknown number, so I just kind of let it go to voicemail, only to find out later that it's Ray Manzarek of the Tours calling me.
Hello, Brandon, are you there? Brandon. Hello, Brandon, are you there? Ray Manzarek from the Tours calling. I got your stuff from John Doe.
And not only am I blown away that this is happening, but at that same moment, I'm like, oh my God, John Doe came through. His kind act allowed this to happen. And it allowed me to get a chance to talk with Ray one-on-one and tell him about the script and my projects and what I'm trying to do. And it led to him reading the very nuts and bolts of Love, Death, Travel, which led to, this voicemail right here.
Message sent Thursday, July 3rd at 2:29 p.m.
Hey, Ray Manzarek. Hey, Brandon, Ray Manzarek. Finished your script. Very interesting, very unusual, very clever. I like it a lot. Ray Manzarek, over and out.
All right, so it's been about 10 years. Love, Death, Travel has morphed into Newborn Awakening, and now that I've begun my Newborn Awakening series, it's almost like I'm having another kind of deja vu, another calling. Somehow, again, I was represented that John Doe was going to be doing his book signing. And a strong voice within was like, you're going to go to that. You need to go. So I listened. I'm glad I did, because when I went there, it was just like he was being interviewed and questioned by the crowd, and it was just like the things that were happening, like the words that were saying, it was just like everything was falling into place. And there's another reason why I was there. So fast forward, he was done, he's signing books, and so when I came up to him, I kind of told him the whole story. You changed my life, and not necessarily your music, but because of the act of kindness that you did for me, a stranger, with great intentions, and you did something for me that, forever changed my creation of this project, symbolically and creatively. And so I was getting really excited, and I was telling him about all the things that was represented in that in the interview. You represented Jim Morrison. A lady asked about Ray Manzarek, and at the same time I was about to. It was almost like he was guiding this whole thing and making sure everything was falling into place as well. And then you brought up your friend Michael Blake, who wrote Dances with Wolves, and now here I am, Brandon Michael, MBMB, representing that I've got a script that's Native American based as well. That's very powerful and strong, and got him excited, and I thought that was really cool. I said, look, I'm in the early stages right now, but and I love your notes. I brought it again, but I just want to let you know that would you want to play the grandfather of the story Newborn Awakening, who plays a very pivotal role in the story? And he was just like, yeah. So I'm excited. He's excited, and so I got his information where to send more send more information regarding the script. But all I saw was the manager's information, so I sent him a quick email, never heard anything back. But for me, that's a good sign. I'm just going to let it breathe, let it stop for right now. So when I do revisit this, then I can proceed at that time. But right now, I'm just going to let it do its thing and see where it takes me. But yeah, he'd be excellent for that grandfather role, without a doubt. He's older now, and yeah, I can really see some good things happen to that. So we'll see. So several weeks after I saw John Doe at his book signing, I got a notification that he's going to be performing at the Tractor Tavern here in Seattle, right in my neighborhood. So I thought this would be another opportunity for me to kind of go down there, bring my script, all in hopes to deliver the message, and hopefully that he'll have a little bit of interest in the project and maybe portraying the grandfather. It's kind of funny now, the person who inspired me, who gave this stuff to Ray Manzarek, is now the person I'm pursuing, in hopes that he would want to do this, because I think he'd be a wonderful addition as the grandfather, and I can make it around his kind of his life story in a sense, and in an odd way. But got a lot of ideas, so wish me luck. Here I go. I'm gonna go down there and got my ticket right here. So got the script. I got the script right here for him, and so hopefully, wish me luck. Here we go, and go down there and kind of make this thing happen. All right, here we go. All right, it's official. I have returned back from the John Doe concert, and I have to say, mission complete. It was a success. After the brilliant showing, the band was magnificent. It was a very good, solid show of not only the people and the energy, and John just rocked it really well. And so after the show was over, he was taking pictures, signing things, and went into line and reintroduced myself once again and gave him the script and let him know that I'm very interested in him playing the grandfather role, or any kind of role for that matter, if he's interested in the project. He let me know that he definitely took the script, was happy about it, said it might take a little bit of time to get to, but he would definitely check it out. So I appreciated his time once again for what he did for me, and I left it at that. So I'm just going to let it breathe, let it grow, see what happens in the next months, and I'll be sure to report on it. Cool. Nice. The main element that I took from Love, Death, Travel and applied to Newborn Awakening was Jim Morrison's Dawn's Highway Experience.
Indian, Indian, what did you die for? Indian says nothing at all. The first time I discovered death, I must have been about 4, approximately. Me and my mother and father and a grandmother and a grandfather were driving through the desert at dawn, and a truckload of Indian workers had either hit another car or but there were Indians scattered all over the highway, bleeding to death. And it was my first reaction to death. So they pull the car up and they stop, and I'm just a kid, so I have to stay in the car with the women, and the cats go back there. My father and my grandfather go back, to check it out. I don't know whether I'm crazy or what, but I do think that at that moment, the souls or the ghosts of those dead Indians, maybe 1 or 2 of them, were just running around, freaking out, and just leaped into my fucking soul. And they're still in there.
So the story of Newborn Awakening actually explores the relationship, the spiritual connection between the 2 Native American spirits inside this young man's body. And there are guides offering him, to find his true nature, his true calling. And through the visions, through the storytelling, through the dreams, that this all kind of happened for this young man until he's guided to the very end to release the spirits within him so he can find his own true voice. And I really feel a story like this is very powerful on many levels, and I hope to kind of get that chance to explore all the possibilities. And that's it, we're done in action. N and A are the initials for the word Newborn Awakening. It's also for Native American. N and A is also for Native American. And as I mentioned, that Newborn Awakening has a very strong Native American presence in the story. And even though this story came to me and through these visions, through these dreams, and I created this project, I did write in the form of a Native American in the character. I wrote about things that I normally wouldn't know. Ceremonial, living on the reservation, Native American symbolism, dress, and herbs and shamanism and everything, the culture and all as one. Obviously, as much as Native American culture has played a huge role in my spiritual development and growing up, I don't have firsthand experience. So as I've received this vision and want to move forward, it is my truest intention to make sure that I'm paying absolute tribute and honoring of the Native American culture and spirit of the script as well. So I kind of now are taking the steps to kind of contact filmmakers, artists, creators, storytellers of Native American descent to see if they'd be interested in learning more about my project, about who I am and what I'm about, and hopefully get their insight and their guidance to help me get on track to make sure that my honoring and tribute is exactly that, an honor and a tribute without kind of convoluting my own interpretation, but using the real people to really put that energy into the script to get that authentic real, whether it's the crew or actors or performers or whatever it may be. I mean, my goal is to actually put this kind of spirit into the script, into the film, and I'd really like some guidance. So out of all the people that I wrote to, I didn't get any responses back, and that's totally cool and understandable. So right now I'm gonna just get all the notes from all the people that read the script, kind of squeeze out all the good stuff together, reformulate the script, and I think at that point we'll have something more fine-tuned to share and to then take it a little bit more seriously and have a little bit, more of a pitch and have something for them to actually look at, have them look at it and maybe reintroduce myself to some people that I, first sent it out to, or find some new folks. So let it breathe, let it do its thing, and then when it's all good, it's time to start all over again. Until then. All right, well, it is now July 3rd, 2016, the 45th anniversary of the passing of Jim Morrison. So I plan on kind of going on different message boards and posting information about who I am, what I'm about. So kind of reach a new audience. And this is what this expansion's about, is kind of reaching a new audience, putting myself out there, all in celebration of the 45th anniversary of the passing of Jim Morrison. So, let's do this. All right, so it's official. Send all of my information out. Just part of the bid to help expand and take it to the next level. And hopefully these people will see this information and join and take on the journey with me to take this to the next level. Right on. Cool. So I wanted to kind of see the results of the experiment I did with posting on 2 different message boards, so people can kind of look my direction and see what I'm up to and what I'm doing and what I'm about. And it was pretty good. After a couple of weeks, I got one peep out from my symbology series. I got about 5 people checking out my Newborn Awakening series, and the video that I posted was the Dorsal Symbology's first trailer, and it kind of matched with what one of the things I was writing about, and that went up about 64 people. But for me, man, I think the most impressive result was the all of the hits to my Dorsal Symbology series. I feel that series is very powerful in telling a story of how I pretty much got to where I'm at right now. I had to kind of go through all that to be where I'm at presently with Newborn Awakening. So with that said, I definitely feel that I've definitely got some work to do, but right now I think I'm going to plan on going to events, getting out in public and feeling the energy of people, and possibly also post on Seattle film message boards here in Seattle and kind of let people know what I'm doing, what I'm about, and hopefully attract crew, friends, whatever it may be, to help this journey of Newborn Awakening see the light of day. Cool. All right, so when I originally created Love, Death, Travel, I didn't have any experience writing scripts, so I just kind of put it on a Word document and kind of left it there. And so fast forward about 3 years ago when I started this job, and I met a girl who went to school to become a script editor, creator, and she looked at my script, read it, but she 2 things she told me about was, one was Celtic's program, and a fairly intuitive script writing program, and I took Newborn Awakening, put it on there, and spent many months revamping the script to get to a good point to where I feel comfortable with. Second thing that really stuck with me was her message of making sure the script is professional, because no one's going to take a look at it. If you really want to get this made, it's got to be professionally edited, and making it look really, really good for someone to really want to help make this thing happen. And that really stuck with me. And so now, fast forward 3 years later, I plan on giving her a call in hopes that maybe she would be interested in helping me take that script, the Newborn Awakening, to the next level, to the next professional stages, to get this thing looked at. So I'm gonna give her a quick call and see what happens. Cool. All right, so some good news. That girl who helped me out originally from my job has written me back, let me know that she's interested in reading the script and getting together and discussing it, especially before she's leaving for a college in Los Angeles that deals with, filmmaking and stuff like that. She's going to a prestige school. So the fact that she's willing to take a chance on me before she leaves is huge for me, and so grateful for her time. And so, we're gonna hopefully, after I send it to her, so right now I'm gonna send it to her. Hopefully she reads it, gives it back to me, and we'll meet up together to discuss it further and discuss each other's lives and help me take to the next level. So I'm truly grateful for this experience and the fact that she got back to me and to, take a chance on me. So I'm gonna go send this off to her, and all right. So there you have it. The message has been sent, and I'm ready to take it to the next level. I'm, again, so thankful that someone's willing to take a chance. And these stages, things are kind of falling into place. So thank you. Thank you. I still hadn't heard from her. So I wasn't sure she even got my message, because every time I text her, I got this error. So I decided to kind of leave her a voicemail to kind of let her know, hey, I hope you probably didn't get my text. So I just let her know that. And again, I never heard from her again. So I was like, oh, I know she's moving. I know she's got tons of things going on. But if she's still interested in meeting up with me, I would love it, especially before she left. But I completely understand if she didn't, because I know she's insanely busy and doing all this kind of crazy stuff right now. So, with that being said, she wrote me back saying that she hadn't forgot about me and that would next Wednesday work. And as predicted, she was definitely represented how busy she was and all that. So it's insane. So the fact that she is giving me her time is huge to me, and with all the stuff that she's going through right now to get down to LA and stuff. So I am truly grateful for that kind of energy and that kind of person like that, and to give me their time. And someday I'll fast forward to somebody else, So the good news is we're meeting next Wednesday, and I will report back as it all goes down. So cool. Thank you. All right, so we have officially met, and wow, man, this girl went beyond the call of duty for me, and for that I'm extremely grateful for her time and her energy, and the fact that it was very limited. By the end of the week, she was ready to move to Los Angeles, to go to school full-time, to be in a new environment altogether, and blend it all together, to kind of go through a move is stressful enough. So the fact that she was going through all that and gave me a window of her time for me to take what she was giving me, to take my script to the next level. And to me, that's huge. The fact that she was willing to do something for me, and that, and believes in me, is monumental in my book. So, thank goodness I had all this material right here in this. So I can always refer to all the great information that she gave me to look into, to research, to come up with the better solution for my script and progressing with it. Like I said, she just went beyond the call of duty. She gave the list of all the AFI prerequisites to kind of all the movies to see, books to read, just to even get into this school. So I think for me, having this is kind of also a great tool for me to have, and so that's huge to me. So I think I'll challenge myself to kind of read these things and view these movies to kind of maybe get a better understanding, a better grip on this process of script writing and kind of moving forward for that matter. So again, all around was just awesome that she did this for me, and that's the kind of energy that I want and to attract and to again extend upon other people down the road, is to give back and for all the good things, that and take a chance on people and to believe in them. And I'm glad that she did that for me. And so I'm wishing her the best on her journey, again, in Los Angeles, going to school and becoming who she really is, and with this program. So best to her, and we'll definitely miss you up here in Seattle. So till then, till our next breakdown meeting, all the best and take care. Thank you. Good. Okay, so while I was waiting for the first person's response, I kind of knew that I better come up with an alternative plan just in case that person declines. So the next stages was for me to go on to a message board for that film and video here in Seattle and represent that I'm looking for a script reader who would want to be interested in reading Newborn Awakening. Kind of people look my direction and market myself. So before I did that, I decided to write to this guy who I always see on the message boards, pitching, promoting projects and helping people out, and just a really good connector in the film world here in Seattle. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to quickly email him and see maybe what's the best place to post looking for a script editor, for a project. And he never really answered the question, but he did refer me to a friend of his, another stranger who who just came out of film school, who's dedicated to kind of being a script editor, supervisor, whatever it may be, but his strong suits in scripts. And so I thought, well, cool, we'll give it a chance. I believe in people, and I want to give someone a chance. I want people to believe in me. So if this guy wants to be a script, editor, whatever it may be, I want to make so. I sent it out to him, and I look forward to kind of seeing from a stranger's point of view, what they feel, a script writer who sees it and kind of experiences it. So again, it's another person just to kind of give me the feedback, to give me their feeling towards it, and help me with a little bit of correction on, where things go and whatnot. So we'll see how that goes. Right on. All right, so in regards to the stranger who came across my script from another stranger in the film industry, again, this is all about the process of kind of weeding out the people I don't need to focus on the people that I do need and want to work with. And in this situation, it's all about weeding out. This guy received my script, and I felt that there was a shift once I sent it, and I think maybe he felt the script was a little bit more fine-tuned, more polished. And so when he read it, it was just very, in its early stages, and I probably didn't really have the patience or the desire to kind of go through all this and try to make sense of it all and try to report back, considering he had all this other kind of stuff going on in his life. So again, it's all about weeding out the things that I don't need and to focus on the things that I do need. With that said, I wished him luck, and now I get to focus on the good energy, the positive things that the people did leave me with, the other people who read the script, and focus on that energy and focus on the guidelines and the material they gave to me in order for me to move forward. It's all about part of the catch and release and return back to what is important to moving forward with the script. Cool. All right, so while I wait for the people's notes and thoughts and feelings about the Newborn Awakening script, I decided to kind of end this experimental second half of I decided to end the second half of this series by doing a kind of creative expansion to kind of tell a new song in a new light. Just like Love, Death, Travel, it kind of morphed and transitioned to Newborn Awakening. And Jim Morrison kind of morphed into Simon J. Moyer, the man, the myth, the legend of Mice and Ballsy script and series. So with Newborn Awakening, it's kind of like a little bit of twist on both of those ideas and concepts. I decided to, in this expansion, take the words of a Door song and scramble them up to kind of create an assemblance of words to create a new song, a new message. And that's what I'm going to experiment for this round, and I'm going to just kind of see how it goes, see if there's something I want to pursue. But I also plan on taking it to the next level and doing different styles and different concepts with this expansion and see what I can come up with, and possibly create a new song, a new soundtrack for the new Newborn Awakening series. So it'll be kind of a fun experiment, and I'll expand upon it on the next part of the series. The third part of the this series. So, till then, go